The staggering distance that limits space travel is about to be shortened drastically with NASA and SpaceX's new speed engine. We are very excited to tell you about this invention. Keep watching to get all the details. One of the greatest limitations to space travel that man is yet to solve is the distance. For example, Elon Musk's plan to settle Mars will require at least 5 months of space travel. That is assuming you leave the Earth at the optimal time. We all know the negative effects that spending such a long time in space can have on the human body. To prevent this, we have to find a way to reduce the time spent in space to the least possible measure. What if we told you that NASA and SpaceX seem to have something planned for the world? They recently unveiled an engine that will be able to reduce the time used for space travel by a ridiculous amount. In this video, we are going to be discussing this new space engine and what its invention would mean for the world. Let's get into the video. The SpaceX and NASA collaboration. Space travel has been an industry that is relegated to the government because of the outrageous amounts of money needed. But Musk has decided to take up this project on his own while working with the government. Musk has worked with NASA on numerous occasions. SpaceX has been launching goods and crew to the International Space Station for NASA. The Starship is particularly important to NASA since it will be used as a lander when astronauts return to the moon. NASA will pay SpaceX over $3 billion for that purpose alone, so it's not surprising that Musk is involved. Perhaps they're working on a solution that would make space travel extremely fast using the speed light engine. Why does Musk need a faster rocket even though he has the Starship? Even though Musk intends to use the Starship, a powerful spacecraft developed and tested by SpaceX, he is still open to other suggestions that can make space travel faster. As we said earlier, despite how fast the Starship is, the astronauts are still hoping for a 5-month journey. For numerous reasons, 5 months in space as a person is a long time. The health of the crew is at risk if they spend 5 months in space. It is not the only reason why the world needs a faster means of getting to space. In addition to the health dangers, Musk has limited amount of time to bring tons of supplies and life-sustaining equipment before the first explorers even set foot on the red planet. Let's not forget that he even intends to relocate over 1 million people in a short time to build the foundation of the new society. All of these are reasons why, after developing the most powerful rocket ever, he still needs to find a speedier way of transportation. What choices does Musk have as he looks for an incredibly fast mode of transportation to help him achieve his Mars goal? Introducing the Speedlight helical engine. The new Speedlight engine, dubbed the helical engine, is extremely fast, reaching speeds of up to 300 million meters per second. The trip to the moon, which is 240,000 miles away, will take only 1.3 seconds with this machine. Dr. Burns, who works at NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center in Alabama, first proposed the notion in a study published on the NASA website. This space engine might be utilized to maintain long-term satellite stations without refueling, he added. It might also be used to drive spacecraft across interstellar distances at speeds approaching that of light. Dr. Burns' concept is groundbreaking since it eliminates the need for rocket fuel entirely. Yes, you heard that right. This rocket would not need any fuel. Well, propellant-free proposals aren't new. In the late 1970s, a US inventor named Robert Koch invented an engine that claimed to transform centrifugal energy into linear motion. Then in early 2002, British inventor Roger Scheuer introduced the EM drive, claiming that trapped microwaves might be converted into thrust. Neither concept, however, has been shown satisfactorily. Both are usually thought to be impossible due to a breach of the conservation of momentum, a fundamental physical law yet. But if this works out, astronauts will be able to get to Mars in 12.5 minutes. This helps to tackle a long-standing issue with space travel. To get to Mars and beyond, today's rockets, such as those constructed by NASA and SpaceX, need to stock up on masses of propellant like liquid hydrogen. The difficulty is that when you add more fuel to your plane, it becomes heavier. Modern propellant tanks are far too large to transport into space. The helical engine, on the other hand, works around this by employing high-tech particle accelerators similar to those used in Europe's huge Hadron Collider. The electromagnet is recycled around the engine and fired again, firing tiny particles at high speeds. The engine works by taking advantage of how mass changes at the speed of light. To put it simply, the rocket, according to Dr. Burns, can produce a thrust of up to 99% of the speed of light without violating Einstein's theory of relativity. However, it does violate the laws of physics, but who cares as long as we arrive at our destination on time. Dr. Burns reckons it would have to be 650 feet long and 44 feet wide to work. To produce 1 Newton of thrust, it will require 165 megawatts of energy. The force required to accelerate a kilogram of mass per second squared is the equivalent of a power plant. If you think there's a lot of input for such a small amount, consider that the engine operates in space where there is no friction. There are a few things you should know about the speed of light before boarding the helical engine. Light, of course, would struggle to keep up, causing your eyesight to twist in strange ways. Everything behind you would look to be black, and time would appear to have stopped entirely, with clocks slowing to a crawl and planets appearing to stop spinning. Lights would certainly streak past you on both sides, with several bands of color. The light in front of you would arrive faster and appear more intense, and your field of view would be drastically reduced. It is definitely a life-changing event, but if it means that we could reach deep space in a short amount of time, then it would be worth a trial. Are you excited about this development? What do you think about this new space engine? Should they carry on with it or just stick to the Starship? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up so that we know you loved it. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our uploads. Thanks for watching.